Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards.
First down, Lions.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, go, go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go. Whirl it. What's up?
Now it's gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
To kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why? Everybody, kill. We're going to 53. We're going 47. We're going 46. 26.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Louis. Hey, 76.
Back to throw. Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's into space past the 25. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 58 yards. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
47.
To throw is Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Cut.
Goff going to shift him around. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 42 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 47.
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Hold on. Check. 17. Do up. Hey, lift. Maverick, whoa. Turbo.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Hardball. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Lewis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they...
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Still on his feet. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And here's Lewis.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
3rd and long for Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Super one. Shell.
Goff now looking to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return.